Hey guys, just doing a quick video review on this salt and pepper grinder by Xylong. First of all, a big thank you to the guys at Xylong for kindly providing me with a sample. As always, I have no affiliation to the company itself. So, I suppose let me show you how this works. So, the way this works essentially is you've got a battery unit here with a motor. You've got your container here for your salt, your pepper, your different spices, and then you've got a ceramic grinder which has an adjustable grind setting on here as well. So I'll show you how all of this works. So first of all, the battery unit, you twist and this comes off. As you can see here, it takes 4 AA batteries, and then if you pull this off, you've got your compartment for your spices. Now for you, this particular section I think is quite small, especially given the size of the overall unit. The other thing is it's only got a very small hole to actually put your salt and pepper or your spices in. So what I found is I've had to either break it all up or I've ended up making a bit of a mess. And then what you have is, I'll try and put this back together, and then on the base what you have is the actual bird ceramic grinder. So hopefully there's nothing ground out. No, okay. So show you them. So you've got the ceramic grinder inside there with an LED light as well. And then to adjust it, all you do is you twist, and then all it does is it increases the gap between the two grinders. So it just allows bigger flakes of salt, of pepper, or of spices through. Now, when using this, I did find that I had to, initially what I ended up doing was I ended up putting quite large chunks of chili flakes in, and bits of garlic in here as well, and I found that actually the grinder struggled to sort of catch those pieces and break them. So I found that it was spinning, but there wasn't much coming up. When I broke it up into slightly smaller pieces, as you can hopefully see there, the grinder catches it a lot better and it comes out a lot finer as well. So that's probably my tip if you're going for this particular device. I'll show you the fine setting on here as well. So what I'll do is I'll try grind some. There we go. Okay. So if I hold that up, I'll hold it up to the camera, you can see it's nice and fine as well. So it does get a fairly fine grind on here, and then it goes to a pretty coarse grind as well. So if you want like you know, more coarse chili flakes, or I don't know, you've got different spices or herbs or something like that, you do have that option available there for you as well. And what I'll try and do is I'll grind it without making a mess in the bedroom on the larger setting. So to do that, all you do is you unscrew this to a point where you're comfortable, and then so you can see I've got little bits already coming up. There we go. So oops. So you can see slightly larger flakes of chili, salt and garlic there as well. So it works quite well. I do like the light feature function on it as well. So when you press down on the grind button, there's a little LED light which lights up. So it does help you see the amount of sort of spice or salt that's actually coming out, so you don't over season your food. So that's quite a good function. Overall, it's pretty good. My only downside is the actual capacity of this. It's really small. I would have liked it if it was much larger. I suppose when you're purchasing it, it does sort of give you the impression that the capacity is much larger than what it is, given the actual size of it, but predominantly it is taken up by the motor and the battery itself. Given you've got 4 batteries in here as well as a motor, it is fairly heavy, but I mean, it's, you know, it's not awkward to use. You're not sort of like the traditional salt and pepper meals, you're not having to grind, you just literally press a button and it goes to work. So to the ratings, I am going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. I think overall it's pretty good, however it loses half a mark just on the capacity itself. Now there's a lot of these units out there as well, so it's not, you know, just this particular device by Xylong, but taking a look on the internet, it looks like there's loads of these electric type spice grinders or salt and pepper mills out there, and I suspect that they all have this level of capacity on there. So yeah, as always guys, thanks for watching.